So first up, Vertex Pharmaceuticals earnings. This is a cystic fibrosis specialist, ticker there is VRTX. Revenue was up only 15% year over year, but that's a little misleading because the year ago quarter, the fourth quarter of 2019, had about 155.8 million associated with sales of Orkambi in France. So France they sort of set the price after you start selling. So then you make up the difference in a single quarter. So it was sort of a one-time shot there. So when you do an apples to apples comparison, it was 29% growth, which is pretty solid. The company has 4 drugs on the market, but this has really become a trifecta story. That's their triple combination. The drug is sort of cannibalizing some of the sales of the single and double combination drugs, but it's also capturing new patients. So it's definitely growing faster than it's just cannibalizing the other drugs. I've got some more data on the bottom line, but any thoughts on the revenue side?
Another great quarter from Vertex. They basically enjoy a monopoly in cystic fibrosis, and like you said, it's a Trikafta story now. That drug was approved, if I recall, Brian, it was approved 5 months earlier than they thought it would be approved in the US, and hit the market in late 2019 and became a nearly instant blockbuster and accounted for all of Vertex's growth in 2020. And like you said, it's cannibalizing some of their other drugs, but the company doesn't mind that one bit because it's just that successful of a new product launch throughout 2020 for Trikafta. So great story for Vertex in this quarter. I don't think anybody had anything to not really like about the results.
Yeah, I mean, the thing about Trikafta is that it can treat patients that those singles and doubles can't treat. So that's how it's growing faster than just cannibalizing the other drugs. On the income side, the income was up just 4% on a GAAP basis, but on an adjusted basis, it was up 49%. The difference is the aforementioned Orkambi adjustment and then taxes, which I think some of that is also Orkambi. On the guidance side for 2020, they're looking for 6.7 billion to 6.9 billion. That'd only be 8% to 11%. So definitely a slowdown, but we've lapped Trifecta going on the market in the US. So I think that's the reason for the slowdown.
Yeah, if there was anything disappointing, it was the guidance, but I think it was not unexpected that we would see a dramatic slowdown again. And it's just because Trikafta took off so quickly in the US market. The drug is marketed under the brand Kaftrio in Europe. And Europe is going to be a little slower ascent for Vertex because the company has to secure reimbursement deals and then work country by country. Even though it got approved by the European Union, it has to work with each individual country, and that takes a little time. So I think we'll see a slower ramp up in sales, but one that extends over a longer period of time as well for Trikafta/Kaftrio.
Right. That's pretty much how all the drugs launches go. They usually launch in the US and have an immediate growth spurt, and then in Europe it tends to be slower. But as you said, longer. They didn't give guidance for earnings, but presumably I would expect them to go faster because the cost of getting those 8 to 10, that 10% range sales is not going to be that high on the cost side.